Today we're looking at using cross multiplication. So our essential question is, how do I use cross multiplication? My learning intention. I'm learning to solve problems and create equivalent fractions using cross multiplication. You have 4 warm-up questions. Please pause the video and solve them now. Well, I hope you tried. We've got to use the distributive property. When we distribute, that is the same as 3 times x minus 3 times 4. 3 times x is 3x minus 3 times 4 is 12, and we are done. We can't go any further. For the next one, the same thing is going to happen. I'm going to distribute that 1/2. So, 1/2 of 4x minus 1/2 of 10. 1/2 of 4, or 4 divided by 2, is 2. 2x minus 1/2 of 10, or 10 divided by 2, is 5. We have simplified it. But what about these types of problems? These are our one-step equations, but we have to simplify first. 8 minus x minus 8 does not change. Equals 2 times 5 is 10. Now we're going to simplify. We're going to solve. As I'm looking at this, 8 minus x, the opposite of minus is plus. I'll add 8 to both sides. X is equal to 18. 18 minus 8 is equal to 10. For the last warm-up question, 3 times 5 is 15. 15 is equal to some number divided by 2. What is the opposite of dividing by 2? Multiplying by 2. So, 30 is equal to x. 2 times 15 is 30. So, let's go to what cross multiplication actually is. What do you think cross multiplication is? Cross multiplication is a technique. It's just a way we can solve equations with 2 fractions set equal to each other. So this is a technique. If we're looking at this, I'm going to show you first how to do it with the original cross multiplication, and then I'm going to show you the shorthand method. Cross multiplication means exactly that. You're going to multiply your diagonals. So, 5 times 8 is equal to 10 times k. I multiply those diagonals together. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 is equal to 10k. Then I simply divide by 10 on both sides. 4 is equal to k. 5 over 10 is 1/2. 4 over 8 is 1/2. So 1/2 is equal to 1/2, and we know we have it correct. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. Using that cross multiplication, your diagonals are multiplied together. X times 10, x times 16 is equal to 12 times 4. (16x) is equal to 48. Divide by 16. So if I'm taking 48 and I divide by 16, I know 2 times 16 is, I turned that upside down because I was doing the prime factorization earlier. So let's do this the right way. (48) divided by 16. If it was 16 times 2 is 32. So I know it has to be at least one more, so I'm going to try 3. And I can also think 6 times what number will give me an 8? Well, 6 times 3 gives me 18. 3 times 6 is 18. Put the 8 down, carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So this will be x is equal to 3. Okay, so if we only have that one variable, we can actually multiply and then divide because we're doing the same thing as if we took this extra step. Your diagonal tells you to multiply. So when I multiply, this way I'm going to multiply. When I go up or down, then I divide. So in the calculator, I would put 12 times 14 divided by 4. It makes it quick and simple, one step to put it all in the calculator. And you end up with 42. So P is equal to 42. Does it matter where your variable is? No. You start with the number that is on the same fraction with your variable. On the diagonal you multiply. So I multiply this way. Then I divide going up. I start at 9. 9 times 5. And then I divide by 15. This will be equal to h. 9 times 5 divided by 15, I get 3. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 divided by 15 is 3. So 3 is equal to h. When there's only one variable, you multiply at the diagonal, divide going up or down. Multiply at the diagonal, divide going up or down. But what happens if we've got an expression? Will it change it? No, it doesn't matter. You're still going to shorten the amount of work you have to do. You will multiply at that diagonal, divide going up. 8 times 5 divided by 2 is equal to P plus 1. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 20 is equal to P plus 1. One-step equation. Subtract 1 from both sides. 19 is equal to P. Same thing. Here's my variable, so I'm going to multiply at my diagonal. I'm going to divide going down. Seven times 4 divided by 9 is equal to 3t. Putting it in my calculator. 7 times 4 divided by 9. And I get 3 with a repeating 1. I'm going to change it into a fraction. This is 29 over 8, or 28 over 9. And that's equal to 3t. When I have a fraction, do I divide? No. You multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 3 is 1 over 3. Can I simplify anymore? No. So 1 times 28 is 28. 3 times 9 is 27. 28 27ths is equal to t. We'll do 2 more at any time. If you feel like you can do it on your own, go ahead and pause the video and try. You multiply at the diagonal. You divide going down. 8 times 10 divided by 13 is equal to 5x. This will be 80. 8 times 10 is 80, divided by 13. I cannot simplify that. So 80 over 15, over 13, sorry. 80 over 13 will be equal to 5x. I've got that fraction. I have to multiply now. Multiply by 1 over 5. But this time I know that I can simplify. 80 is divisible by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 80 divided by 5 is 16. Let me make sure that I did that correctly. I was correct. So this becomes 16 over 13, and that is equal to x. Okay, you can always pause the video if you know what you're doing now. 12 times 7 divided by 42. Multiply at your diagonal. Divide going up or down. 12 times 7 divided by 42 is equal to q minus 1. And we end up with 2. Two is equal to q minus 1. Hopefully you know what the answer is. When I add 1 to both sides, 3 is equal to q. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 is equal to q. Okay, at this point, you have 2 more to go. These are the ones you're going to really try to do on your own, and then check your answer. So pause the video and see if you can do those on your own. I do hope you tried. Multiply at your diagonal, divide going down. 8 times 4 divided by 3 is equal to y minus 5. 8 times 4 is 32, divided by 3 is equal to y minus 5. You cannot, that does not work, so it'll be 32 over 3 is equal to y minus 5. I'm going to have to change this into a mixed number. So if I'm thinking about it, 32 over 3 is equal to 30 over 3 plus 2 over 3. Well, 30 divided by 3 is 10, so this is equal to 10 and 2/3. So 5 plus 10 and 2/3 is equal to y. 5 plus 10 is 15. 15 and 2/3 is equal to y. Is that what you got? Did the fractions cause you to stumble and fall a little bit? That's okay. For the next one, 4 times 8 divide by 10. 4 times 7, divided by 10 is equal to c plus 6. 4 times 7 is 28, divided by 10 is equal to c plus 6. 2.8 is equal to c plus 6. Ready to solve? Subtract 6 from both sides. Now, need to wait. 28 divided by 10 is 2.8. I have to think my 6 is bigger than 2.8. They're opposite signs, so I subtract. I have to borrow from the 6, so this becomes 5. This becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. So this is a negative number. Negative 3.2 is equal to c. So if you notice, we can use fractions, we can use decimals, we can use different types of numbers to achieve what we need to achieve. How do you know when you're successful? When you can solve problems and find equivalent fractions using this cross multiplication method.